Good morning, St. Paul's. I'm Patricia Oliveira, and may the 4th be with you. If you have applied to Laurentian University, you will be able to meet with their representative on Wednesday, May 5th in Student Services at 12:30. This is an ideal opportunity to get more information on the program, to ask questions about course selections, and the first year at university. If you are thinking about applying to Laurentian, you may join the meeting. Grad comments for inclusion with your yearbook grad photo are due tomorrow, May 5th, 2010. Blank forms are available from the folder outside room 228 or from Mr. Deneen. Completed forms can be dropped off at the attendance office or to Mr. Deneen in room 228, period 2, or room 227, period 3 and 4. Students who would like to be on the Canadian Cancer Society's list for future volunteer duties should complete the form available in Student Services. This is a great way to be made aware of all opportunities to earn your community service hours, now and in the future. And now for sports. There is a girls' softball game today at 2 o'clock. Please meet in the foyer at 12:45. We will be traveling to Martin Dobkin. Teachers, you will be sent a list of players who will be absent from your class. Thank you. Members of the junior girls soccer team, there will not be a practice today. The next game is scheduled on our home field against Rick Hansen this coming Thursday, May 6th at 2:30 p.m. Teachers, please excuse members of the junior girls soccer team on Thursday at 1:30 p.m. to get ready and set up for the game that day. The list of players will be emailed to the staff by the end of the day. All senior girls soccer players, there is a game today versus Pocock at 3:30 p.m. Players are responsible for the transportation to and from the game. If you have any concerns or questions, please see Mr. McTurnan. Teachers, please excuse members of the senior boys soccer team at 1:30 p.m. today for their game against Cabot. There will be a floorball practice on Thursday, May 6th in the gym after school. If you cannot attend, please see Mr. Derry, Mr. Vickers, or Mr. O'Reilly. And now a word from Mr. Schmidt.
We're on. Good morning, St. Paul's. I want to follow up this morning some of the conversation that I've been having over the last couple of days on Friday and Monday, and certainly we had a very important and groundbreaking staff meeting last evening in which we had to make some very difficult and painful decisions. I want to talk about that, but first of all, I do want to provide you with some good news. And I think Patricia just delivered a lot of the good news of this morning. The good news is that there are a ton of things going on for students after school every day of the week at St. Paul. And yesterday, I received word from the Ministry of Education that St. Paul, unlike all other secondary schools in Dufferin-Peel, have received our 4th high skills major in energy, alternative energy specifically. That's going to come with some funds associated with it and lots of opportunity for St. Paul students. But what I want to talk about now today has to deal with our attempts and our ability to make some spirit available to all of our school students. We began a process about a month ago to invite all of our school community to participate in an event we were calling Fitness Friday and Carnival Day. Up to today, we have had response rate that is much lower than we had intended, at approximately 170 to 175 students who have signed up. That's simply not good enough. And this really troubles me because I know, because I have the eyes to see our SPAC group, student council members encouraging students to take advantage of the day. Well, the news for today is it is canceled. And I do that and I announce that with a very heavy heart, because I know a lot of work and a lot of time on the part of students in SPAC and teachers has gone into this. But I can't justify at this point spending the funds for an event and events and participants that don't seem to have the interest or the care in the event. And this is a watershed time, I announced to the staff yesterday, because as I said last Friday, many traditions that we're experiencing in secondary schools throughout Ontario are occurring. Their traditions, in fact, are going the way of the dodo bird. The school dance, for example, is no longer something that many high schools are participating in, and many other events that used to occur in secondary schools aren't occurring. That's what's happening around Mississauga and Brampton, but it's also beginning to happen here because the lack of interest is profound. So, homeroom teachers, you do not have to collect any more funds. Those that have already participated and paid their $5 on the 14th of May will have their Civies Day. Those students will be receiving their funds back by Thursday or Friday of this week. You'll be called down to get your $5 back. And to you especially, I want to thank your commitment to the involvement of the school, your involvement in the school, and especially to fitness and Carnival Day. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to make the day go. So, we will be looking at traditions at St. Paul. We will be looking next year in our planning cycle to find out what is working, what's not working, what's considered a privilege, what's considered a rite of passage in secondary schools in North America. That is changing, and I have to be attuned to that because all of us pay a steep price if people aren't interested in the long run. However, that doesn't negate the fact that we still have many events for students to be involved in, as we saw and hear every morning on St. Paul TV. So, for those that committed, we know what the arrangement is. Funds will be returned by Thursday. Those students who have paid will have a Civies Day on that day. Everybody else will be in school uniform, and it will be a regular instructional day. So, the song of the day we're going to end with here is The Heart of Life by John Mayer. Have a great week at St. Paul.